A deadly zombie outbreak turned Japan into a living nightmare, and a group of students was forced to fight for survival against impossible odds. The story opened with the main character, Takashi, who was thinking about his crush, Rei. Takashi loved her very much because she was his childhood crush, but his condition was not good. He knew that Rei loved another boy, and he did not feel well. Because of this, he thought about her past and the time he had spent with her. Then another girl, Takagi, came and started talking with Takashi because she was his classmate. She told him to come to class and also told Takashi to leave the memories of Rei because she was not his anymore. But Takashi did not reply to her, and then Takagi went away. During that time, when Takashi was on top of the school building, he suddenly saw a man at the front gate of the school, which was not normal. The school principal and some guards came near to him. One of them tried to throw him out, but at that time, the unknown man bit the guard's hand and injured him very badly. After seeing this, the principal became scared and started watching the guard, who died on the spot after being bitten by the man. Takashi was also watching this, and then he quickly left his place and reached the class where all the students were present. Takashi's loud voice disturbed them all, and he quickly told Rei to go outside because he felt that something wrong had happened in the school, but Rei did not agree with him. Then Takashi slapped her very badly, picked her hand, and started running with her and her boyfriend because he only wanted to save her life. On the other side, when the principal was near the guard's body, she saw that the guard suddenly started breathing and attacked the principal. The virus spread quickly among people if they were bitten by someone infected. It converted people into dangerous zombies, and then it could spread heavily throughout the whole city. While on the way, when Takashi and Rei were running, Rei tried to talk with her father on the phone, but she failed because her father was already in trouble. Zombies had also attacked him when he went to save some people who were with the police. Rei realized that they were in big trouble. Because of this, they started running towards the top roof of the building, and if they reached it, they would try to get help. But on the way, some zombies attacked them. Takashi and Rei's boyfriend tried to fight with them, but during the fight, Rei's boyfriend became infected by a zombie, and it was not a good sign. At the same time, a siren alert went off throughout the whole school. All the students tried to save their lives, but could not do anything because zombies had already invaded and started biting them. The whole school suddenly changed into hell. Every side of the school was filled with dead bodies, and all the students had changed into zombies. Seeing this, Takashi, Rei, and her boyfriend reached the top of the roof and closed the door tightly so that no zombie could enter inside. But Rei's boyfriend's condition was not good. He also knew that after some time, he could change into a zombie, and he did not want to become one. So he told Takashi to kill him with his own hand and save him from living the zombie life. But Rei did not agree with this decision. Takashi also knew that this was a very bad time for her, but he could not stop and quickly killed him in front of his love. If Takashi had not killed him, he would have attacked them after changing into a zombie. The whole school condition was like this. Many students had changed into zombies, and most girls had changed completely because no one knew fighting skills. But Takashi knew that if they wanted to live, they had to try to fight with them to save their lives. But suddenly, Rei became angry at him and told him that he did not like her boyfriend because she loved him, and because of this anger, he had killed him. Hearing those words from Rei, Takashi felt sad. Then he went towards the zombie side to fight with them because he wanted to prove in front of Rei that he was not living with her. But she suddenly realized and apologized for her mistake. She told Takashi that she was not losing him and pleaded him not to leave her alone. Takashi hugged Rei tightly because he knew that now they were in a big problem. After this, the scene shifted inside the school area where all the students were in very bad condition. Some of them were dead. Some of them had changed into zombies, and some of them were alive. Those who were alive tried to go away from the school. Among them, Takagi and Hirano, the fat student in school, were together, and they both ran inside the building to save their lives. But Takagi did not like him because she hated his fat body. Hirano told Takagi to go to the office for hiding, but she did not agree. That was a chance for them, because when they saw the office from their place, many zombies came out from the office and infected many other students. Then Takagi became angry at Hirano because if she had agreed with his idea, she would have died. After this, the scene shifted to the school medical office, where a nurse was in very bad condition and tried to save her life from zombies. Shizuka did not know how she could save her life because she did not feel that zombies were dangerous for her. Then, suddenly, a man came and saved her life from zombies. But during this, he did not save himself from the zombies. He told Shizuka to run before she became infected, but she did not run and sat at her place. Then, a lot of zombies attacked her and were near to infect her. Suddenly, a girl named Busujima came and saved the nurse's life because Busujima was a very skillful student in school, and she killed many zombies easily with her wooden sword. In the end, she also killed the man before he changed into a zombie. On the other side, when Rei and Takashi were alone, they made a plan to fight against the zombies to save their lives. Now, the only way for them to save their lives was to fight, and they started it. While Takagi and Hirano reached a room where all the equipment was present, which they could use against the zombies like weapons. Hirano chose a nail gun for the zombies, and he used it like a gun. When zombies attacked them, Hirano easily killed all of them by using the nail gun. He shot nails at their heads and killed them easily, which Takagi liked very much because he saved her life. Then they started their journey of fighting with zombies, which was very interesting because Hirano killed many zombies one by one. Then they threw a cloth towards the zombies and realized that they could only go in the direction where they heard some voice. In fact, the voices were from the dead, and they did not run exactly behind the people, so they did not need to make a noise. Then they became able to save their lives. On the other side, Takashi also did this. He quickly used the water pipe against the zombies and threw all of them away with high pressure of water. Then, he started walking inside the school to find other students who were alive. While on the other side, when Busujima was walking with Shizuka to find other students, she suddenly heard a voice of many zombies. She knew that if they did not find any safe place, they would be in big trouble. So she quickly cut the clothes of Shizuka because in those tight clothes, she could not run fast. Because of this, Busujima did this and ran towards the voice she heard. This was the voice of Takagi, who was in very big trouble because many zombies had attacked her badly. She was very scared because Hirano tried his best to save her life, but now during the fight, his nails had finished and the zombies attacked them. They were near to being killed. But in the middle, she quickly picked up the drill machine and put it inside the zombie's body. Then, at exactly that time, Busujima and Takashi arrived at the spot and vanished all the zombies. After this, all of them hid in a room and made a plan to go to the car. Then they left the school and saved their lives. But it was too risky, because in the middle of the car and their route, there were many zombies present. But Takashi agreed, and all the students started to fulfill this mission. Before they went to the zombie side, suddenly, they saw a TV and heard news that was very shocking for all of them. Now the entire city was infected with zombies, and many people had died due to this infection. At that time, they had no antidote for this infection. Because of this, all the news channels only said one thing to people: stay in their houses and hide in a secret place where zombies could not find them. Because this virus did not spare the police and killed many police officers. Takagi became scared and started crying. After this, they all became scared, but they did not abandon the plan of going outside because they knew that if they did not go outside, they would die in the school. All of them were ready to go outside, but before going, Takagi told all of them not to make a noise under any condition, otherwise they would die. Then, they opened the door of the room and reached the hall where many zombies were present. First, Takashi tried to go between them, and Rei stopped him because she did not want Takashi to go between them. But now no one of them could take this stand. Then Takashi did not agree and reached the middle of the zombies where no one could attack him. One of them passed very closely from Takashi but did not bite him. Then they all slowly walked between them and went outside. But before they left the hall, one of the boys made a loud voice by touching his hand on the stair railing. After hearing this, all the zombies quickly attacked them, and now they were all in big trouble. But they did not stop and started fighting against the zombies. They all killed many zombies, but the zombies were present in very large numbers. So, Hirano became scared during the fight because he did not decide which one to kill first. At that time, 2 students were killed by zombies. Takagi did not like this, but Hirano was present to save her and impressed her very much. Then at last, they reached the bus and entered it. But before they left, Takashi saw other students and their teacher, Shido, who told them to stop. Takashi stopped the car by saying this to Shizuka, who was driving them, but Rei did not want to stop. She told Takashi to leave the students and teacher in their condition and go now. She knew that Shido was a very bad man, but Takashi did not agree. In the end, when all of them entered the bus, Shizuka drove it very fast. They killed many zombies with the car and reached the road, where the city's condition was not very good. Everything had been destroyed after this zombie attack. Then, when they were all on the way, Shido showed his real face and told all the students who was the leader of this group, because now he wanted to become the leader and make all of them his slaves, if they agreed to his order. One of the students who was with Shido did not like Takashi, and tried to attack him. But in the middle, Rei came and injured him very badly with one punch. Then Shido realized that they all agreed with Takashi, but he chose voting, and Shido won with 2 votes. Then Takashi realized that he was not a good man, and he had made a big mistake by saving him with them. Rei was right, but now they could not do anything. Shizuka stopped the car by hearing their loud voice because she was in very bad depression. After this, Rei made a decision that she could not go with them, and chose her way alone because she did not want to work with Shido. Then, she quickly went outside the bus. Takashi tried his best to convince her, but he failed because she had made her full decision to go alone. But before they could do anything, a bus suddenly appeared in the middle of them that was full of zombies and fell between Rei, Takashi, and the bus. Now their path had been closed, and they both could not reach the other side. So Takashi told Busujima that they could meet at 7 p.m. at the East Police Station. Then they left the place because many zombies came out from the bus that was burning with fire. Shizuka quickly drove the car and went away. On the other side, when Takashi was with Rei, a zombie attacked him and tried to infect him. But suddenly, Rei attacked the zombie and saved his life. She told him to hold her hand tightly. Then they started walking towards the station. Both of them had grown very tired due to walking. Then Takashi saw a bike, and both of them started their journey on the bike. On the way, Takashi only thought about his past time, which had happened with his school in a few seconds. But this was not happening with them alone. The whole city had been infected by zombies, and no one knew how to save their lives. Only one rule remained: kill or be killed. Takashi also worried more when he saw many other people who had transformed into zombies. Both of them became worried because Rei also knew the truth that Takashi did not kill her boyfriend in anger. He had killed him for one reason: his body had changed into a zombie, and then Takashi had killed him. But now both of them only wanted to reach the police station because their other friends had come to that place, which was not safe. When they reached the bridge, a lot of other people were also present because the police had blocked the road. They checked every member and then let them cross the bridge. The government had ordered them to check everyone carefully so that the virus did not spread to other people who were in a safe place. Because of this, their bus had been stuck in traffic, and they had no way to go to another side. Due to this, all of them spent a whole night in their bus. On the outside, the police had killed many zombies, one by one, who walked towards them. But inside the bus, Busujima, Hirano, Takagi, and Shizuka were in great depression because they did not know anything about Takashi and Rei. They did not know what condition they were in, but they had wished in their minds that they would meet them again. Saito did not like this, and his behavior with the other girls was not good. Takagi did not like this. Because of this, she became angry at him, but Shido did not stop. His eyes were on the girls, and he wanted to spend great time with them. Because of this, they all told him that they would go to Takashi and Rei in any condition. If they did not meet them, then they would try their best to find them. This made him angry. On the other side, Takashi and Rei reached the police station on time, but no one was present at the spot, and this made them very sad. But suddenly, they saw car lights and thought it was their bus. But this was their mistake. There was a car that had been destroyed in an accident. Then Rei got off the bike and tried to check the police car. She found some weapons with Takashi, and they both took them with them. Rei told Takashi if he knew how to shoot a gun, and he said no because he had never used a gun in his life before. Then, they both took the weapons with them and started their journey. During this, Rei wanted to throw the bat, but Takashi stopped her because he knew that before the gun, the bat was a great weapon with which he had killed many zombies. Then, they both reached the gas station because their bike's gas had run out. But now they had one more problem. They had no money to enter in the machine and fill the gas in the bike. Because of this, Takashi became angry at Rei because every time she had told him he was poor, but now he saw his condition. She was poorer than him. Because of this, Takashi went inside the station room to get some money from the counter because they had no money. During this, when Takashi destroyed the money box, he got a lot of money from there. But outside, when Rei was standing near the gas machine, she noticed that someone had taken an eye on her. Suddenly, he appeared and caught Rei very tightly. After hearing her voice, Takashi reached the spot and told the man to leave Rei. But the man was not good. He told him that his whole family had died with this virus, and no one had been left to entertain him. So, he told Takashi to leave the place, and from now on, Rei would live with him and entertain him. He also did something bad with Rei, which Takashi did not like. Then, by giving a chance, he quickly attacked the man and then suddenly shot him with the gun. This shocked Rei very much because he had taken the life of a man for her. Then they both filled gas in the bike and left the place quickly because they had made a great noise by shooting the man. Now, all the zombies were on their way to kill him. After seeing the zombies, the man begged them for mercy and asked them to save him. but now they did not want to save him and left him to the zombies. After some time, the zombies attacked him and killed him badly. Takashi started his journey with Rei to find their group and did not know what condition they were in. After this, the scene shifted to an airport where one flight of living people was ready to go to a safe place. The government had made a safe place in the middle of the sea where no zombie had reached. 2 army soldiers, one girl named Rika who was the most powerful and talented sniper shooter in the whole country, and her assistant, both of them gave protection to the plane and killed many zombies who came in the way of the plane. In the end, she killed all of them, and then the plane took away. After seeing this, her assistant was very happy because her focus on the target was very impressive. She did not miss any target in her life, but now she was very tired and only wanted to go to her home to rest. She also told her assistant about her friend, who was not anyone special. She was Shizuka, Rika's only friend in this city. She loved her very much. Her assistant also wanted to be with her and entertain with her. She agreed on one condition: if he killed people in the exact time she was taking for killing, which was very difficult because she was very quick. Then the scene shifted to the bus in which all the students were tired because the road had been blocked for 2 days. They did not know what condition their friends Takashi and Rei were in. They also thought about whether they were alive or not. Then Hirano told Takagi about the headquarters of the police, where they had sent safe people. Because of this, they had checked the whole city's people and killed them one by one. The headquarters was a safe place, which was covered with many soldiers who stood on top of the quarter for people's safety. They had many cars and tanks for fighting against the zombies, but it was not easy. Takagi knew it well. Because of this, they only wanted to get out from there because Shido was torturing them. But this was not easy, because anyone who tried to cross the bridge without asking order from the police, they would throw them into the sea. They also did this with one team and threw them into the sea. Takashi did not know about this. He only thought that his friends were stuck in traffic. He thought that Shido had done something bad with them. Because of this, he quickly drove his bike and tried to reach every bridge one by one to find his team. But in the middle, they saw some people who were very angry. They killed living people instead of killing zombies because they all thought that the virus had been spread by a biological research failure. They also thought that they had spread this virus into people on purpose. Because of this anger, they made a group and stood in front of the army and killed everyone who came in front of them. Takashi hardly saved his life from them until they shot at him many times, but they failed to kill him. In the end, they reached a bridge where the condition was very bad. Many zombies attacked the army, and at this place, a war had continued between the zombies and the army. They killed many zombies, and in this fight, army officers had died, but the zombies did not stop. Their numbers had increased very dangerously. Takashi became scared about how this had happened to their city in 2 days and how they could save it from that virus. But now he had no answer. He again started his driving and continued his journey. While on the other side, when Takagi, Hirano, and other group members were present in the bus, Shido came and told them to find a safe place and then hide inside. They did not find Takashi and Rei because a lot of time had been wasted looking for them. They did not know whether they were alive or not. After hearing this, Takagi and Hirano became angry. Hirano held his gun at the head side of Shido and told his team that anyone who wanted to go with them should leave the bus quickly. Takagi, Busujima, Shizuka, and he then left the bus and started their journey alone to find Takashi and Rei. On the way, they saw many zombies who came towards their side and attacked them badly. At that time, their strength was not enough for them because the zombies were now in large numbers, and there was no chance that they could save their lives. But in the middle, Takashi heard the gun shooting voice and quickly reached the spot because he knew that the nail gun machine was present with Hirano. After reaching the spot, they started killing zombies. And with teamwork, they killed many zombies easily and saved their lives. After this, the whole group was very happy to see Takashi and Rei alive. Then the day had passed, and night was near to start. Shizuka told them to go to her friend's house. It was not just anyone. She was the girl they had seen at the airport who was protecting the plane. Shizuka told them that she had many weapons and also an army car Humvee that looked like a tank. They, all of them, became very happy and reached the house. There, they first killed the zombies and then entered the house. After entering the house, all the girls quickly entered the bathroom and started taking a hot spring bath because they were very tired after fighting with zombies. Now they all felt relaxed and started to have fun with each other. Takagi did not like this, and she told Busujima that Shizuka and Rei had become mentally disturbed. Suddenly, they had started romance with each other. Busujima started laughing at Takagi because she did not know that this was a girl's habit to have fun in the bathroom together. Then, after hearing this, Takagi threw hot water on Busujima's body and felt her romantic vibe. Because of this, they all started having fun and made a noise, which Takashi did not like. But he knew that they were very scared from zombies, so he did not stop them. But he and Hirano broke the lock of a box in which they found a lot of many weapons which were very powerful and strong. At that time, Takashi knew that Hirano had a lot of information about weapons because he had played many video games of war. He also knew every gun's name and its details, which shocked Takashi very much. Hirano told him that these guns were not allowed in their country except for only those people who could keep them if they had a special license from the army, or they were the most powerful army killers who had not lost any mission in their lives. Then they were shocked and also thought about Shizuka. Who was she? She worked in their school as a nurse. But her friend, whom they did not know, who was she? And how had she made a friendship with her? But now Hirano was very happy because he wanted to use these guns live on zombies. This shocked Takashi very much because Hirano had taken special training in using every gun from a very talented army officer when he had gone to America. Takashi became quiet because he did not know that the fattest boy in school had taken such skills from special army officers. This shocked him badly that he now would use these guns live in front of them. But now, that was not the time. Then Takashi started looking at the country people with binoculars, which he had taken from Rika's luggage. Their city was in very bad condition. Many doctors had been checking the people one by one to see if they were infected or not. Many other people had disturbed the police very much by making a group because they wanted to destroy the whole government. They thought that the government had done this on purpose. But that was not the truth, and they did not try to understand the police's talk. So because of this, their senior gave them the order to kill everyone who came in front of them and created a problem for them. But the police officer did not want to do this. At that time, he killed the people. Then he tried one last time to explain to them and told them to stop the protest, but they did not stop. And then the police officer pointed a gun at his face and then killed him. After this, all the people who had done the protest left their place and went away. Then, the main problem had come, and a zombie appeared in front of them who was very dangerous. In the middle, a mother was present with her infected daughter who had also infected her in front of the police. Then, the officer killed the daughter in pain because he did not want to kill them, but now he had one goal: to save the living people. When Takashi and Hirano saw this whole thing on the TV, they became shocked because now they knew that they had no chance to save their lives except only one wish. They also wanted to save their parents, who were present in different cities. Then suddenly, Shizuka came near to Takashi and started romance, but he did not like it. Then she went to Hirano and kissed him. He liked this very much and then went outside because he did not miss this opportunity. So Takashi took Shizuka and laid her on the bed because she was not in her senses. Then, he met with Busujima, who was also present in a more romantic dress from Shizuka, and Takashi was shocked very much. He did not want to see them in those clothes, but Busujima told him that she had no more clothes, so she saw them and wore them. Then Rei called Takashi, and he reached her where she started talking about her boyfriend. After hearing this, Takashi became angry at her and told her not to talk about him in front of him because her boyfriend had died, and now they were alive, so she should stop thinking about him. Then Rei became quiet and held Takashi and started to entertain herself with Takashi's closeness. But Hirano quickly told Takashi to come outside. When they looked outside, a large amount of zombies had come in front of their building. They had come here after hearing the barking voice of a dog, and now they were in big trouble.